My name is Shipley Owens. I am a player of both Survivor Lake Anna and Survivor Rocky Gorge, and tonight I'm going to be your host of Castaway Chatter, the only talk show where we ask direct questions to the castaways from Survivor Rocky Gorge. So tonight we have Selena on the show with us. As everyone saw last week, Selena lost the Redemption Island Challenge to Jack. As you can also see, I'm wearing my Survivor Lake Anna Red Tribe apparel. If you'd like to purchase Survivor apparel for yourself, please visit www.rockygorgeapparel.com and or just click the link below right now. Alright, so Selena, I'm going to start by asking you to just describe your overall experience. So walk us through sort of what was going on with you the night before leading up to right before we started playing. So how did you prepare? What was it like in the morning? Tell us a little about that.
Well, I didn't really prepare that much because I really only knew one person playing the game. So
yeah. Okay, so for the people at home, for the people who are interested in playing in the last season next year, describe just really quick how you were selected, and then also tell us a little bit why you wanted to play.
Well, I was selected because Shipley picked the players, and I wanted to play because I love Survivor.
Okay. You're a big fan of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you tell us who your favorite player is and why?
My favorite player is Boston Rob because he plays a really good social and physical game and makes really good alliances and is a great leader. Excellent.
Excellent. So I gotta ask, and this is gonna be a bit of a tough question, because we all wanted to see you do well. But feel free to elaborate and be honest with me. How did it feel to be the first one eliminated from, officially, you weren't the first one voted out, but how did it feel to be the first one eliminated from Survivor Rocky Gorge?
It was pretty disappointing. I mean, I didn't really expect that much because I didn't really know anyone, but I was lucky enough to have Jetta in my alliance, and she did all that she could for me. And I don't know, Savannah fooled us. She tricked us into thinking she was in our alliance, but she wasn't.
So that really leads me into my next question. And what do you think was the ultimate reason that you were the first one eliminated?
Well, I think it was mostly that there was not a lot of time to have a social game because the challenges were pretty much back to back, and we didn't really feel like going back to camp and having free time. So, I mean, Survivor is like a 50-50 social-physical game, so we didn't really have that much time for a social game, and since I didn't know anyone, I really didn't have any time to make any alliances.
So would you say that you perform personally? Do you feel you performed well in the physical challenges?
Yeah, I did. I think what really got me voted out was not finding the key.
The key in the sand.
But that's not really physical, so.
So going back to your tribe. Now you're in your tribe. Who did you enjoy the most on your tribe?
Jetta. I mean, she is my main alliance, so really the only person I talk to.
So who was the most annoying person on your tribe?
I guess Sammy, because, I don't know, he didn't help that much in challenges, but people wanted to keep him in, and then we were fishing, and he would, like, throw rocks in the water and scare them away. Just little things like that. So
tell me, you're at your tribe, and you knew that Jack and Austin probably were together, right?
Yeah.
And you knew that it was you and Jetta definitely together.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're trying to say is that you thought that Savannah and Sammy were with you, or did you think that Sammy was with Jack and Austin? What? Give me a quick rundown of the alliances in your tribe and where you thought before you were voted out everyone stood.
All right. Well, I thought Jack and Austin were together since they're like the two strongest guys and the most vulnerable. And, well, Jetta kind of organized the alliance, so she said Savannah was in the alliance, and she said Sammy was in the alliance because he was, like, reliable and she had control over him, and he would do what she said. So I thought they were with us, and it was her idea to get rid of Jack because she didn't want him to win again, and he was a huge threat. Yeah. So I thought we had 4 and they had 2. That's what I thought.
So we all saw in the first episode, it was 2 votes you, 2 votes Jack. First, what was going through your mind when your name started to show up?
Well, I kind of expected those 2 votes from them, just because I didn't really talk to them and they didn't really have anyone else to vote out.
And then it seemed like the tribe was really split at first. Mm-hmm. What was the reason that everyone sort of decided to vote Jack? Because everyone sort of just switched right at the last second to Jack. It was 2 votes you, 2 votes Jack, and a vote for Jetta and Sammy. What made everyone switch at the last second?
Well, Sammy was originally supposed to vote with us and vote Jack off, and then he switched his vote to Jetta. So then I threatened Sammy, sort of. I told him if he didn't vote for Jack, then he would be out next. So he voted for Jack, and then I didn't really talk to Austin. He kind of just voted for Jack.
So describe the experience of watching yourself now that you've seen it, now that you played it out, and now that you've seen some episodes. Just tell us a little bit about watching yourself on the camera, some things that, you're like, wow, I can't believe I did that, or wow, people said that. Like, what are some of the things that shocked you now looking back at the film?
I don't know. It wasn't really that much because, like, the big mistake that I made was, like, not finding the key, but it wasn't really so much that because you were so far ahead, so it was, like, mostly showing your tribe in the beginning and not ours, so.
Did anyone say anything that sort of, like, that you saw on the camera, you're like, ouch, like a bit of a ego lowerer?
I mean, just like everyone saying that I messed up on the challenge, like, I kind of expected that. Like, Sammy was like, oh, you screwed up on the challenge. And, like, after, when we were waiting to go to tribal, he just told the whole tribe, he's like, I think we should vote out the person who messed up the whole challenge. And I kind of knew that it was me, but, like, I don't know what I could have done to change his mind.
Okay. So here's the real question. What's the most difficult part of the whole experience for you? What was the most difficult part for you?
It was meeting new people, I guess, because I was just the biggest underdog since everybody else seemed to know each other and I didn't know anyone, especially on my tribe, since you weren't on my tribe.
Okay. Is it as intense as it seems on the video?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, the video can't show everything, so.
Were you expecting something different than actually happened? Not results-wise, but when you found out that you were playing Survivor, obviously not the real show, obviously not the real production, but was it more intense, less intense, or about the same than what you thought it was going to be?
It was more intense, like, no food, you get, like, a can of beans, so it was definitely more than I expected.
So, what was your favorite part? What was the best part of the whole experience for you?
I don't know. I guess meeting Jetta, because that's really the only positive thing that happened.
How would you think, okay, so obviously you didn't like your tribe very much, other than Jetta. how would the game have played out for you differently had you been on the Purple Tribe instead of the Teal Tribe?
Well, the Purple Tribe had, like, all the physical power. We had 2 guys and little Sammy, so, if I was on the Purple Tribe, we probably, like, you guys didn't even lose that much, so I probably wouldn't have been voted out as early.
Alrighty, Selena, I want to thank you for doing the interview. I want to thank you for playing. And so that leads us to the final question of tonight. And do you have plans to return for the final season of Survivor? Are you planning on returning?
Yeah, I'd love to.
All right, very good, very good. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the interview, and we hope to see you. We hope to see you next season in Survivor.